Hey guys! Oh shit. Okay, so I'm recording. Thanks for coming. I know it's been a wild few days. I know that, excuse me, let me get comfortable. I know it's been a lot to keep track of in a short amount of time. I know that things have kind of just gone all over the place and people are so confused. Like, I have so many people in New Jersey and even here in Richmond that still don't know a lot about what's happening right now, and I feel inclined to keep you guys as informed as possible. So I made sure I spent the last few days just making sure that all of my social media equates to what my real message is about my photography, what my real message is about my personal branding, what it is I want to accomplish, and what it is I'm doing about it. Because we can sit there and make our lists all day long, but it doesn't mean that shit's getting done, and it doesn't mean that we're happy. So I'm making lists, I'm taking names, and crossing shit off my list because things are happening. And I'm not sitting and waiting around for anyone, anything, anymore. I am me. I am a photographer, I am an artist, and here I am to talk to you about what I'm doing for my current art gallery. I'm working under the freelance occupation at the moment, for those of you that don't know. Formerly, I was employed. Currently putting all of my energy, all of my efforts, everything that I've got into what I'm doing right here, right now. Life as I know it exists for me through art. And I knew that if I just keep pushing, I knew that if I just keep moving towards my goals and don't take no for an answer, then shit's gonna work out. I mean, it's got to. It's got to eventually. I mean, if you care enough about something, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I grew tired of putting my energy and my whole self into other people, and some people do that for too long. Some people are fortunate to never do that at all. They always have 100% ideas and work on them and work towards goals. And I always had goals. I've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time, and I don't sit here and discredit myself, nor do I feel shameful about anything that's happened, how many jobs I've had, how many relationships that haven't worked. I don't care about how many bills I paid late, or if people call me a hypocrite for being holistic, but guess what? I'm going to eat my gummy bears. Yeah. Holler back. Oh, and that was a red one. So, life's good here. I'm eating gummy bears. It's Thursday night. We got March 19th here, 2015 on my clock in Richmond. I don't know about you. Richmond, Virginia is where I live. My art gallery, however, will be in New Jersey. For those of you that know me in New Jersey, you've worked with me, you've gone to school with me. Stockton University, aka Stockton College, Pomona, New Jersey. Galloway kids, holler back. But my gallery is going to be in New Jersey for a few awesome reasons. I'm also really happy about it because Richmond is a pretty prominent city when it comes to art. Virginia Commonwealth University, formerly known as VCU. You've probably heard them on the news, on the radio, seen them on the sports bars, TVs. VCU, they have a huge basketball team here. I think they won like some kind of championship or something. Anyway, there's a lot of big VCU people, die-hard VCU. I don't blame them, because when you are good at your shit and you know what you're doing, how to do it, and you rock it, then why not? So, nevertheless, VCU and their art community is also very kind of hard to get into. I live 8 blocks from the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, which it's awesome because I do trek over there. It's a convenient drive. If I really wanted to, I could walk there on a nice day, which I'm looking forward to that because I live in a pretty awesome area, close to Monument Avenue and Boulevard, North Boulevard they call it. So what I have here is Carytown. It's a very vibrant, small little town. It's got a lot of great, cute little shops. I have the museum district. They call where I live the Fan. It's shaped like a fan. It goes like that. And then, like, the James River is down here, and, like, the heart of the city downtown is this, but I'm, like, northwest of the actual city itself. So I'm in a great neighborhood. It's safe. I have 2 locks on my doors to get in. It's a fucking awesome town. So I feel great about starting my art here, but also going back to my roots in New Jersey. And then I'm going to backtrack because by then I'll have better stamina, I'll have a better confidence about what I'm doing. I've only been working on my current project, Forge.the.Spirit, since February of 2015. So this is still very up and coming. It's happening very, 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 very fast, as I've said. So I feel obligated here now to give you guys a little bit more background information about what is going on. Because I have friends that live in the same city as me or a different state as me. It doesn't matter. They're still kind of clueless about what's going on. Mind you, it's 2015, but a lot of my friends still don't use all the social media platforms that I do. I'm like, hey dude, you see this? Or da-da-da, I posted da-da-da, I tweeted and I da-da-da. Nothing. They're like, oh, I don't have an Instagram. No man, I only like check my Facebook like, once a month. Well, how the hell are you gonna know what's going on if you don't connect with people? So between that, LinkedIn, I'm on LinkedIn, just fired up my Fine Art America my Fine Art America gallery. I have 15 pieces I'm going to be starting with for my gallery workshare co-op project in New Jersey. Ideally, I'm going to continue, of course, to produce more things as I go. So there's a lot happening, a lot of social media platforms that I engage in on a daily basis. I try to do all of them every single day. It's kind of a logistical nightmare. My friend Caleb, he's like, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, I don't know either. It's really scary. You have to think about it. I have so many devices. You know, it's almost like an orchestra. I don't know if they're playing good music or if it's a symphony, but I guess it's got to be because I'm cranking out this stuff and I'm keeping up with LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google+, YouTube. I have a personal website. I'm creating portfolios for my art gallery. I'm creating everything. Anything I want to create is what I do. That's what I do. Meanwhile, I do try to keep track of what the logistics of my popularity are. I can sit here and say I'm the coolest person in the world, but if I don't have numbers to prove it, then who's gonna care? But good news is I care. So what I did was I started keeping track of my foot traffic, and it's all about the analytics, man. You have to like know what you're doing when you're doing it, or you get screwed. So what I did was I started to write down all my views. I recopied it because the first version was not very nice to look at, so I rewrote it nicely. I'm kind of anal that way, and I like to be able to read what I write, which is a lot of the reason why you guys haven't seen my poetry yet, because there's probably some grammatical errors in there. I just want to make sure I'm editing and screening, if you will, everything before I put it out there, because everything that I do put on the internet is intentional. It's all my brand. It's It's all me, Angela Silipena. I gotta own it. So if I make a mistake, of course I'll own it. I mean, that's what you gotta do. But in the meantime, I'm trying not to do that. I'm also trying to keep track of my foot traffic. That's what the conversation was about just now. So, I don't have it for all the platforms. I wouldn't want to bore you with all those numbers anyway, but Google Plus, I think, is one of the biggest communities that I'm accessible to. That and Facebook, top two. Google Plus, February 16th, 2015, my first entry. This is before I started, like, getting all funky bunch on my project and putting myself out there, because my advertising, of course it's all mine, but it didn't start, I mean, it didn't happen overnight, you know, I had to start somewhere. So it started on February 16th, I had 5,462 views. Now I'll fast forward. There's about 15 entries here. I'll just skip around, you know, I don't want to bore you. So we had 5,500 there, around about. By February 25th, 2015, I had 27,000 views. And then, by March 2nd, I know I'm cringing, 42,913 viewers. Okay, even if it's like one or two off, or like a couple hundred, or like a couple thousand, that's like 20,000 people in a short amount of time. So 5,000, 27,000, 43,000 views. I put my first video blog on YouTube on March 16th, and as of March 17th, I had 62,000 views on my Google Plus account. So what I'm here to tell you, folks, is that you need to know what you're doing. So it's really cool because I had a lot of heads up about the industry with technology. You know, I have background in a lot of cool shit. One of them being technology and knowing people in the industry. Of course, of course everyone can't know everything all the time, but you have to know who to ask when you need help with something that you don't know. So it just so happens that my awesome friend Jimmy Vo from my high school, who is the best little techie Asian friend, stereotypical or not, he's freaking awesome. He's out in Michigan. I've been in Richmond, he's been in Michigan, and, you know, we've been, like, tweeting back and forth, we've been texting, and he's been a great leader for me. I couldn't have asked for any better motivation, any better advice, and at the end of the day, I gotta give Jimmy Vo, like, a shit ton of credit for, I guess, how far I've come in such a short amount of time. Of course, I've been diligent. Of course, I spend basically every waking moment on what you see here now, you know, reading Charles Dickens, David Copperfield, so one day I can write my memoir. Trying to learn his style so I can write like it. I got this at the thrift store. It's probably like 15 cents. Richmond's got a great recycling, reuse, rethrift, recycle initiative. They're great for that, so it's been pretty cool. Like, basically everything in my apartment is secondhand, but it still looks cool and I love it, and it's not weird, so whatever. Anyway, let's just remind ourselves that anything goes. I do have some notes. Anything goes. Anything that comes to mind, that is what she said to me, and then she said to me to keep on writing. So I'm going to end with that, because that's a really good place to leave. And thanks for tuning in. Again, my name is Angela, last name Silipena. It's Italian. I'm Italian, Argentinian, Sicilian, Roman, pizza, wine, from New Jersey. I have road rage. I live in Richmond. I'm a photographer. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, whatever you can think of under the sun. You can also just type my name in on Google and find me. So if you guys are interested in learning more, or if you just want me to shut up, then maybe you should have clicked out of the box earlier. Otherwise, bye.